welcome back to Museum Makes here at the Museum of Cornish Life. So for this week's Museum Make, we are making this cricket-inspired marble tilt game. So the aim of the game with this is just like a game of cricket, to score as many runs as possible. You do this by dropping a marble into the middle and then trying to tilt the board to get the marble to the edge. Whatever number you hit on the boundary, that's however many runs you've scored. But if the marble falls down one of these holes, it's been caught by a fielder and you are out. So to start off making my marble tilt game, all I did was take a A4 sheet of card, and if you don't have an A4 sheet of card like this, then the side of a card cereal packet works really well as well. And the first thing I did was draw a 2 centimetre boundary all around the edge of this piece of card. This is what we're going to fold up later to turn into the walls, so the marble doesn't fall off the end. The next thing I did was I took a bowl and I drew around it to create our circular playing field. And then in order to make these numbers at the edge, I marked in where all of the spaces on a clock would be. So if that mark was 12, 1, 2, 3, I just put in little lines where all the numbers on a clock would be, and that divided that into 12 sections. And then I drew in the scores around the edge. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the highest because that's usually the highest you can score off one ball in cricket. And then the same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I drew a little rectangle in the middle. Don't have to be perfect with that because that's just a little bit of decoration to make it look a bit more like a cricket field. In order to make our holes, what I did was take a 5p coin and I used that as a marker to draw around wherever I wanted a fielder to be, wherever I wanted a hole. So just like that, and I've done 10 originally. I found that was really difficult, so if you want to make a really difficult game, do 10, or with this one I might just do 8. So you just pop these little holes wherever you want them to be. Once you've drawn however many you want, it might start looking like this. So I marked in 8 holes, and then I coloured it in with some colouring pencils. So it's green for grass in the circular field. I marked that pitch in yellow, and then I did a yellow and red colourful pattern around the edge. You can see the next step was starting to make these holes. So you might need an adult to help with this one because it can be quite tricky. But what you do is take a bit of blue tack to protect the table, and then you pop where you want to make a hole, place it over the blue tack, and then put the pencil through the cardboard. That makes a little hole, and then to make that little hole bigger, you very carefully take your scissors and make lots of little snips all the way around until it looks something like that. Once you've made all of those little cuts, you can take your finger and push that through to make a hole. And then when you've done that with all of the holes, it will look something like this. So I can see I've got lots of little holes marked out on my playing field. The last thing to do is to just make little snips around the border, so then you can fold up these walls to create a little wall around. This just stops the marble from flying off the edge, and it turns our 2D bit of card into a 3D object, and I'll use a little bit of sticky tape just to secure those corners. Then when you've done all of your corners, you'll be ready to play. So that's our marble cricket game. You'll make a little board and then balance the marble to score as many runs as you can without being caught by a fielder. I hope you have fun, something fun to do on a rainy day while we're waiting for the cricket season to start again. And we'll see you on Wednesday if you want to tune in to our collection tour, when I'm going to be talking about cricket photos that we hold here at the museum. Thank you. Bye.